Well, praise the Lord. I just wanted to invite you to one of our meals. This is one of the things my wife loves to do. She's really good at it. Tonight we're having homemade tacos. These are really good. Well, the shells aren't quite homemade, but they're really good too. But they're hand fried. And ground beef. She cooked it. You know, as a wife, she's happy. She likes to do that. So I just wanted to share that. She calls it the joy of simply living.
Yeah.
And this is one of the simple segments of the joy of simply living. And why don't you go ahead and dig in and enjoy this meal of simply living. See, she's one of those people that would take the burnt one, and she likes to overcook them, so she does that on purpose. So, you know, it's one of the joys of just simply living,
Yeah.
where it's not, you know, oh, you messed up and I'll eat the boo-boo. You know, nobody likes boo-boo. I don't know. I mean, I don't remember what boo-boo tastes like, but I know that none of us like eating boo-boo, okay? I mean, I can attest for me. Now, maybe you do, but I'm attesting for me. I don't think that I would. So, you know, even an overcooked tortilla taco shell becomes an exquisite delicacy. And you know, where I was born, that's how they were cooked. I mean, they were done like that on purpose, you know, because, and so we grew up thinking, you know, if it wasn't the same color as my skin, well, it wasn't done. You know, well, so I had to get used to them being this light color, you know.
You mean you actually got to have tacos?
Well, every now and then I got to have tacos.
Made at home?
Well, no, these were tacos that came from the made at home restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was a restaurant where, you know, in our barrio, in our ghetto, that was a family owned restaurant. And oh yeah, we got to get the dogs involved, because this is one of the joys of simply living. Dogs love eating on the floor around the table. So you'll hear their little feet click-clacking. But anyway, you know, so no, we didn't really eat homemade tacos. They came from a family restaurant that made them, you know, like homemade. And they actually made the tortillas too. So they were really the real deal. They were homemade and restaurant homemade.
I never got to have tacos till I was in high school.
Till you were in high school?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, they're not school tacos. These are not school tacos. These are what we call tostadas, because they're normally, the shell is soft enough where you can fold them, you know. And when you put this family recipe of ground beef with this family spices and family seasonings in there, and you cook the shell where it's called, you know, it's a soft shell, and you can't get this at Taco Bell. You have to come to my house, and it folds, you know, in such a way that it kind of rolls, and you have to kind of squeeze it a little bit to hold everything in. But the idea is that normally that's how it is. But these we call taco tostadas, because they're flat, and you know, tostada shells are flat and crunchy, and so these have all the same ingredients of the taco that is the American taco, by the way, not the actual Mexico taco. You know, if you grew up in real barrios in Mexico, this is not the actual authentic recipe, but that's okay. I mean, this is one of the recipes that's acceptable, and we like it. But the reason is because it's one of the simple joys of living. You know, when you come home, and I don't know why some people don't do this. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not your family culture, your family custom, but we like to sit down at a table together. As you can see, we have a small, non, well, this is a non-intimidating table. We're able to be close and intimate. You know, we're not 14 miles away from each other, and we're able to see each other's face. We're able to see, you know, the color of each other's eyes. We're able to, you know, see the days, the wrinkle of the day. You know, like you know how your day has been. Because you know when you sit down and eat a meal together, you kind of relax a little bit. And you get into this posture where you just kind of let your hair down. And when you go out to eat, it just kind of doesn't happen like that. Or if you're on a date, it doesn't happen like that. You're too prim and proper. But when you're at home and you don't care who sees you take a bite and everything falls off, you know, and you're not trying to be prim and proper and how messy you are. It's excellent. And so, it's one of the simple joys of living. One of the things my wife knows about me is if I really enjoy my meal, if I really enjoy her cooking, my lips tell the story. I can tell her.
Talking.
I can tell her, "Oh, it's good, honey," and she'll wait for 5 or 10 minutes. While she's waiting, she's watching my lips, because my lips will tell you it's good or it ain't. You know, because for me, there's people, you know, there's people that read palms. My wife reads lips, especially when it comes to food. She can tell if you're being real. But anyway, I just wanted to share with you one of the joys that we have as husband and wife.